just had a beautiful woodland morning walk. The leaves are falling, the rain is falling, and it truly feels like autumn here in England. It's 11 degrees, it was 10 degrees when I got in the car, and I'm just so happy.
Your paws are a little muddy. Your paws are a little muddy, Poppy. We got some muddy little paws from the rain. We got some muddy little paws from the rain. There you go. All dry. Good girl.
I'm actually going to make my breakfast now. I usually go get myself ready for the day and then have breakfast, but I'm really hungry this morning, so I'm going to have it now. And after breakfast, or after I've got myself ready for the day, I'm going to go out and pick myself up a copy of Period Living, because I've been keeping a bit of a secret. This is such a pinch me moment because I can't believe that this has happened. So Period Living contacted me a while ago. I feel like it was around the end of last year or the beginning of this year. And they said they wanted to feature my house in their magazine. And I was like, oh my gosh. So they had a photographer come on, or the team come. There was two people came on in May, and they photographed the house and styled it and dressed it. It was such a lovely shoot day. And I actually have behind the scenes footage of the shoot, which I will insert here, which I did feature at the time. I think I didn't tell you what it was for, but I said, oh, something exciting's happening. Did I feature it in a video? I think I did, but I'm gonna insert it because it's just wild. Hello, so I'm just sitting downstairs while they get the shots upstairs. I feel like I haven't vlogged a whole deal, but we were sort of finessing everything yesterday, cleaning and tidying and making it ready for the shoot and just making the rooms feel done so it's easy when they got here. I think they've done the green bedroom and they're doing the pink bedroom now. Very cool to see my house photographed, and eventually I'll be able to tell you where it's going and where you can see it all. But I'm just sitting downstairs getting some editing done because it's a bit cramped. I was like up there trying to be nosy and see what they were doing, but the rooms are small, so I don't want to get in their way and having to sort of shoot from the hallway and stuff. Real pinch me moment, and I'm very proud of us and our home.
Where do you want me? Should we flip back the landscape and see where there's a person shaking spot?
It's out this month. All of my home, all the bedrooms, the kitchen, the outside, all of it is featured with all the information. So if you've ever wondered where things are from, or like you wanted to see better pictures or kind of have a sneak peek into my house rather than just seeing it in the background of my videos or in the makeover videos, then go grab yourself a copy of Period Living for the month of October. Originally, I didn't think it was going to come out this soon because they said because they were shooting it in May, it could look a bit too spring summer and they may need to wait till next year. But they initially thought it wouldn't be until next year, but I think that whatever it was they were doing for October, it fit well, so they featured it in October. I just can't believe it. It's honestly probably up there in terms of career moments for me, just because I love interior design so much, I love the magazine so much, and it's just wild that I was looking in magazines like this growing up, or when I was younger, or when we were doing up the house, and now my home is in there. And it also really made me very proud of myself and very happy with how much renovating and the progress that we've made with this house, because seeing someone who's taken photographs of your home and styled it and made it look beautiful, seeing it like that just made me realise, wow, we've really achieved a lot, and I'm very proud of the way the home looks, how much it feels like us, just the style I was going for, and it looks the perfect mix of cottage, but also a bit country home, but also a bit modern, but old, and it just, yeah, it just makes me very happy that we've achieved that, and the colours, and yeah, it's lovely to see it in that way. So yeah, go get it. I'll go get it later and I'll show you a little sneak peek. I need to email and ask if I can share on my socials some of the photos. I'd love to be able to do that. We haven't been doing renovating recently because we're trying to save for some renovations in the future. So that will be probably next year we'll be thinking about doing that. But I'm going to be filming like a 3-year renovating update for you in a couple weeks, so stay tuned to that, because I know that my last one, the 2-year update, we're a bit behind on the 3-year update, but I know the 2-year update people really enjoyed seeing the difference. So yeah, doing this period living shoot made me realise that there actually is a huge difference from last year, and we've done and achieved a lot. I just told Alex that it was 10 degrees in the car this morning and how happy I am, and he was like, oh no. How do you feel about this weather?
It's supposed to be sunny.
Is it?
Huh?
Or as the weather forecast, is that you just mean it's supposed to be, you would like it to be?
It's supposed to be sunny.
Was that a bee?
A fly? Look how dark it is in here.
I know, I love it. I feel like I've gotten into the decorating for autumn mood by decorating myself, because I put a plait, not a plait, I put a bow in my hair, which I don't normally do, but it brings me a lot of happiness. I want to get some more ribbons actually, because I really want to, I feel like the bow thing, it was a trend, but I actually used to do this and I love it. So I kind of feel like I need to get a few more colours of ribbon for autumn, but I've got my cosy cardigan on because it's actually cold. It's raining and it's cold. And then I've got my lovely little, I don't know what this pattern is. Oh yeah, houndstooth, like basically they're pyjama bottoms from Lily and Lionel. And I feel very autumnal and cozy, ready to go out. So I'm gonna go out now, we're gonna go look for some pumpkins and some other cozy little bits, look in the farm shops. I actually want to go to a different farm shop today that I haven't been to, and then I want to see if there's a few others, because I realised this recently that we have quite a few near us that we've never been to because we just go to the same ones, and it'd be fun to see what else there is and if they're any good. So we'll go to that one first, and then I'll actually, before I go, I'll check that there's a few others, maybe there's a few others in the area, and we can go on a little adventure together and then go back home. And I need to go up in the attic, not looking forward to that part. I also have a new lipstick on, not lipstick, but I forgot I had this. This is from Atique, and it's their little tinted lip balms. I put it on my lips, and I also put a bit on my cheeks. I did also have a blusher under there, but I feel like it looks so autumnal and natural looking. I put a little bit of extra lip balm on top because this is more, it's kind of like a stain, and it's not like the most moisturising. It's more like this, let me show you. So it is a lip balm and it is moisturising, but it's more like a stain, I would say, because of the thick colour. So to add a little bit of moisture, I just put another lip balm over the top. And this is a very autumnal. And then I've also got like I always use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer as eyeshadow. People sometimes ask what eyeshadow, that's what I use, because it's the fair bronzer, so that works well for my skin, but I don't actually use it as bronzer anymore, because especially this time of year, maybe in the summer, because I just find it just looks too much like I've got makeup on, and I prefer, I mean, it's fine to have like your makeup on, but it looks too like a line, whereas like blusher, it's like I probably got a bit too much blusher on right now, but it kind of wears off. Anyway, all that to say, I've got that on my eyes and I feel very autumnal. I'm very rambling here today. That's standard for me. Hey.
Oh, hi.
I've got my trench coat on and I've got boots on. This is what I was saying in my video the other day about decluttering, that like I have so many boots and lovely shoes I just don't put on because I'm going to farm shops in the rain, or I'm walking Roxy, or you know, I'm going to my family's house or going to the beach, so it's just not applicable. I can make myself look nice here, but the shoes, they need to be muddy.
Pre-washed the laundry.
Yeah, Alex left all the laundry out on the line, so it got soaked in the rain. And we've got thunderstorms coming this weekend, Alex. We can batten down the hatches. Someone sent me a message saying it's going to be stormy, batten down the hatches, so we can read in the garage with the Velux and just feel sleepy.
I wish we had battens to hatch, like our old
shutters.
The shutters.
Yeah, in our old house. I've discovered which farm shops to go to. There's 2 of them. So I'm going to go to the first one, see what they've got, and then go to the next one. And then my brother-in-law has just said that he's in W.H. Smith looking for period living. So I've asked him to get me one if he does find it. So if he finds it, I won't bother. I'll get it from him later because he's nearer to me. But if he hasn't got it, I will go to the supermarket It's one of those magazines that won't be in every shop, but they'll be in some, and in Cornwall as well. Some of the shops are a bit smaller, so you need to like, what happened to your good old newsagents? When I was younger, there was a newsagents down the road. My mum used to own a cafe, and there was a newsagent, so we'd always after school go to the newsagents, get a magazine, get like some sweets, and then go to Bean, was her cafe, and sit and have like a hot chocolate or something, or we'd go to the newsagents before going to my piano lesson, or something like that. I just have like a memory of the newsagents and just loving going there and just being like, my mum would say, you can get a magazine. I'd be like, oh my God, I want to just buy all of them. But I used to, probably when I was little, I'd get all the girly magazines. And then when I was a bit older, when I was a teenager, I just was obsessed with buying like Vogue or Elle and just pouring through the magazines and trying to replicate the outfits by going to charity shops. And oh, it was the funnest thing ever. So now I love home magazines and then copying them in my own home instead of my outfits. So opposite this farm shop is a huge field filled with sunflowers. Look at this. I've never seen anything like it. Look how many there are. They just keep going and going and going. That beautiful view. Wow. No pumpkins in this farm shop, but it's more like just like a local village farm shop, so they have all the basics. This just goes to show how crazy I am about like sticking with what I know sometimes, because this is like quite near where we are, and it's like one of our local shops obviously, but I've never been in, and we've lived here for 3 years. Is it 3 years? Yeah. Or was it 2? No, it's 3.5 years. I've been going to like the local greengrocers or going to other farm shops that are actually further, when this has basics. So if you've run out of something, or if you just need something quickly for dinner, I don't know what time they actually close. Let's have a look, because that will be the kicker. Hopefully they know that and they'll stay open, because it's like in a village. So they close at 5:45, so that's quite good really, because if you need something for dinner. They've got flowers, they've got all the basics like flour, all the veg, so if you're like, I don't know what to have for dinner, you can just nip here. And I don't know why, because it's like literally so much simpler than what I was doing before. So, and I'm literally sat, I know that some of you have messaged and said, Maddie, it's not autumn yet, calm down. It's the Burr months, it's September. And in Cornwall, I don't know what it's like in the rest of England, but I'm literally, one side is sunflowers, which for me is a sign that autumn is coming, because they're like a late summer flower. And I'm sat in front of so many blackberries, which all the bees and wasps are enjoying. There are leaves on the ground, there's barley in the fields. I think it's from, I suppose if you live in the countryside, in a country that does get cold and does have seasons, it's so visible so quickly, and that's why I love autumn. I was saying to Alex, I love autumn because it is the lead up to Christmas, and it's the lead up to Halloween, it's the lead up to just being cozy, and I don't know, it just makes me feel lovely. The same as spring, like I love spring for the same reason. It's the lead up to summer, where you just get so excited. Those transitional seasons make you look forward to what's to come and get excited, which when I'm actually in winter or in summer, I don't love it as much as the hope and that feeling of looking forward to it, which is funny. But yeah, I just absolutely love autumn. Autumn probably I even love more than spring. Maybe, I don't know actually, because every spring I'm like, oh, I love spring. Again, because of the hedgerows and the flowers. And I suppose it just makes me romanticize my life, and I forget how much the seasons and how much nature makes me feel hopeful. When you have mental health struggles, something about nature and it changing kind of allows you to understand that things can get better, things can change, things move on, and there's always something to look forward to, or at least that's what it does for me. Anyway, I'm going to show you the blackberries and then we're going to head off to the next farm shop, because I'm curious now. But look at all of these on the hedge. Can you see them all? Not all of them have come out, a lot of them are very pink. You can see those ones there are ready to burst and turn into blackberries, but they are quite pink at the moment. There's some more over here. I was just driving through Madeleine, which hopefully you got to see, and I wanted to stop and show you St Michael's Mount, because maybe some of you don't know, in Cornwall there's St Michael's Mount. There's one in France, which is more famous. Maybe Alex and I can visit at some point and take you along, because the way you get across is across the water. When the tide is out, there is a path. You can kind of see people. Can you see all those little dots? You can see the people walking across. And so it's specific times of day that you can go, and there's obviously the castle there, and you can look around. It's an amazing thing to do. Madeleine is beautiful, and this beach is amazing. And then you've got Penzance over there, which I'm gonna head to now. I did go to that other farm shop, but it was just on a like a housing estate, and it just was like a really tiny little newsagent style shop. It wasn't like a farm shop, so I just skipped that and came here. And oh my gosh, look, there's a helicopter. Where's he going? Do you see him? There. But yeah, the view, if you want to have a lovely drive through, if you're coming to Penzance, drive through Madeleine to Penzance. It's very narrow, so if you have a big car and you're nervous, then don't. But if you have a smaller car and you're not worried, it's a lovely, lovely drive, and it's so cute. And I just think St Michael's Mount is so magical. I've arrived in Penzance. Wasn't technically part of the plan, but I thought whilst I was down this way, I actually wanted to go to this vintage shop and charity shop in town, because I'm after a few props for photos, and I thought maybe they'd have some autumnal decorations, or I don't know, I'll basically wanted to have a look while I'm here. And then I will go probably to Travascus, because they did have pumpkins. So it's a bit of a longer trip out, but it's very fun. I'm having a lovely time.
Whisper gently saying you don't know how to keep on trying. It shows something's changing in me. It shows. Now I'm hardly breathing. There's no other way to go. Move like a roller without a goal. That goes till let's be brave to get this. Now be brave to get this. Ooh, 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 ooh. But we both know. So why can't we just give it a go? Step back to like we don't know. 'Cause when with you.
Back in the car, parking ran out, so I had to rush back. That was such a lovely like shopping trip round Penzance. I did get kind of soaked. I really want to look at this magazine again. I actually cannot believe. Please go and buy this, because if you've been following me and you've been enjoying me sharing my house renovations, go and get a copy. There's loads of other beautiful inspiration. It's just so surreal seeing my home alongside all these other homes in here. It's just incredible. Oh my goodness me. What the heck? Do you know what, looking at this though, looking at my bedroom, I have been thinking, and I might do this actually before the end of the year, is I kind of want to colour drench the ceiling in our bedroom and the green bedroom. Because looking at this where it's white on the ceiling, I'm like, that would look so cool. And sometimes when I'm lying in bed, I think how nice would it be to look up and it was all blue. And same goes for the green bedroom. Like, imagine if that ceiling was just colour drenched in green. It would have more of an impact. Like, some part of me thinks that the white ceiling makes the room look quite tall. What a surreal moment. So everybody go and buy, oh look, you can see my book I very strategically placed my book on the island, so that when the photos were in here you could see my book there. Yeah, that was a lovely trip, and it made me realise actually how it's quite sad how bad mental health and stress in your life takes away the joy that is just, you know, having a slow morning where you just fumble around and just have a little browse. I was going into every charity shop, I was just kind of dipping in and out of the bakeries and the vegetable shops, and there's a beautiful health food shop called Granary, I think it's called the Granary, Penzance. They had loads of vegan food, they had salad boxes. I've got leftovers at home so I didn't want to buy food, but they had like samosas, and even the veg shop that I got the pumpkins from, I did find pumpkins in the end. They had like vegan cheese and vegan butter, and it's not that much further for me to come to Penzance. I always go to the same shop in Helston, which is lovely, I love that shop too, but it's nice to just try new things and do that instead of going to the supermarket. Like, I'm so lucky in Cornwall that I can visit cute small businesses, and I want to do it more. Speaking of which, this bakery, Loaves, oh, it's so cool, and every time I pass it, I've not been in there, they had loads of vegan stuff. They had a vegan sandwich, which again, I really wanted, but I thought I've got all that soup at home that I need to eat. And they had vegan pasties. I might have been tempted by pasty actually, but they ran out. But I got Alex and I some brownies, and I'm very excited. We've got ginger oat and just a classic brownie. But I think if you're in Penzance, this seems to me to be the place to go. Very, very cool. But I'm gonna go home, eat some lunch, and I'll show you the things I picked up. I didn't have much success with any like home stuff, but I did get some clothes. And there was a vintage shop actually that I've been into before, but I think they've redone it. And they had like wedding dresses in there. Like, I was literally one of those dresses. I thought if I was getting married again, I would go vintage wedding dress shopping. I got my wedding dress second hand, but it was from a wedding shop, like a bridal shop. Oh, I got this ring, haha. This ring in one of the charity shops, if it will focus, which it probably won't because this camera is, there you go, it's a little rose ring. It was only £1, it's not like real silver or anything, but I just saw it and I thought that's adorable. So I got that, and yeah, the vintage shop, I think they've redone it. The prices were higher, but I understand why, because the stuff in there was so beautiful, and I think that they should be priced that way, because obviously the person who runs the shop has gone painstakingly through all the clothes to find the best things, and every item was beautiful. The only thing is they didn't have loads of my size. I think that's the issue with vintage clothing, is that it tends to be quite small. So there was lots of size 8s and size smalls and size 10s, but not so many size 12 and 14. So I did try a couple things on, which I think I showed you, but they just were a bit small. Just beautiful, just like heaven on earth, but I shouldn't be spending because we're trying to save right now. So I did resist, and I just got a few things in the charity shop, which I will show you. Actually, I've got quite a few really good things. Let's go home. Your house is in this.
That's good.
Don't put on a performance. No,
Oh, I like that
it's
one.
in the middle.
Oh, that's nicer than our house.
Closer, closer, warmer, warmer.
These are all much nicer. Oh!
Wait, go to the first page. Look!
Oh, that's weird. Well, that's a nice house.
That cool, look, your name is here. Is Madeleine. Olivia lives here with her husband, Alex Herbertson. It's Cocker Spaniel Roxy and cat Zeus.
Very good.
Your bread on the table?
Yeah.
And then look, my book, I put it out on display.
Of course you did. Is it also open on the table?
No, that's a different book actually. I think that's the Rutherford one. It looks so cosy and colourful.
The tones are very nice.
And then our hallway looks like it never looks.
Very nice. Very cute.
Right, I can show you. I'm back home. I'm just heating up my lunch. And ignore the mess because I think Alex has just had his lunch as well. But we've obviously got 2 copies of Period Living, and then Tom also got one. So I actually kind of want to frame some of these because that's just too cool. I got this lovely top. I actually wasn't going to buy anything else, but I picked up this ring and it was £1, and she was like, to use the card you have to spend over £3. But this is from M&S, and it's actually a lovely colour. Like, I think navy suits me quite well, and it's cotton, puff sleeves. It is too big, but I figured it can be oversized or tucked in, but I just thought the puff sleeves were nice. I'll try it on later. But I feel like that's a good staple. With like a pair of jeans, I can just like tuck it in. This was quite expensive for a charity shop, but I loved it. It's so autumnal. Look at this skirt. I need to put another, this was what I'm not brave enough to be that person to be like, oh, excuse me, there's a button missing. Can I have this, can this be reduced a bit? Because there's a button missing from the top. But I can just sew a new button on there. I wonder if it has a spare. Probably not, but I'm sure I can figure it out. It is, again, maybe a bit big, but you can just wear a belt with it. But look how autumnal, like this with a jumper. This is a lovely wallet, and it was so funny. I picked this up and I was like, whoa, this is only £5, because I have a small card wallet, but it doesn't carry money, obviously, and sometimes it's a bit annoying because I'm like, I need like coins sometimes. Like, for example, buying this ring, it would have been good if I'd had some coins. And I have another wallet that's really old, but it's massive, so it doesn't fit in some of my bags. So I thought it was good to have a medium-sized one. And I was wandering around the shop, and then this woman was like, oh, did you sell the wallet, the nice brown wallet? And I get over here, and I was like, shit, I've got it in my hand. And she was like, oh, I really wanted that one, it's just disappeared. And I was thinking, I don't want to say anything, but also I feel bad. But I had already picked it up. I think maybe she looked at it and then didn't pick it up and went back to it. But I did get it, and it is a lovely, lovely, there's my soup. It is a lovely sort of brown leather wallet, autumnal feeling as well. What else did I get? Did I get anything else? No, I don't think I got anything else because I was trying to be sensible, and I think that actually even that could be an outfit, couldn't it? That top with this skirt could be cute. But I'm gonna have my lunch now and then gobble up that brownie, or that, I feel like actually I want that ginger flapjack because it's so cozy, and it's raining and it was, oh my gosh, I'm very happy today. Oh, I also got the squash, so I got all the pumpkins, but I'll show you those later. I want to dot them around the house, and then I want to go and get the wreath from the attic. Right, so let's try on this skirt. I need to get another button. My mum may have a spare. I may have a spare somewhere, you know. Well, actually that's not too bad. How cute is this? I need to look at it properly. But look at the pattern, like literally with this cardigan, not a perfect outfit, so you can wear it like that, which is much more Gen Z. Apparently you give yourself away as a millennial if you tuck your tops in, but like some outfits I like try and not tuck, and I just think they look ridiculous. Like some outfits I'll put on, I'll be like, these look awful without tucking in. It looks like I've not properly got dressed. Almost that looks better, like the tucking. And imagine if I had a cute little belt with some boots. It's nice and like floaty and flicky as well. Roxy is going insane. Can you hear her? Roxy? She wants the WALK. Right, let's try on the top. So this top definitely is too big for me. That was my only fear. It is too big. However, we can zhuzh it, because this is one, I love the puff sleeves, like that's so cute, and this totally can be, well actually if you were to be wearing like jeans and you tuck it just into the jean, then it would be fine. But it's not too bad actually being big like this. But again, like I think that this actually, if you were to tuck it all the way around, and if there was a top button, I always tuck clothes in. Does anyone else do this? So you tuck clothes in, then you go like this, so you have that extra, but it's neat. Like that's quite cute. If this did have a belt, a button, you could totally wear it like that, and that's quite a cute outfit really. Let me actually go and get a belt. Okay, so the one belt I own, well I own 2 belts, but one of them I actually don't like. Maybe I should declutter that. No idea where it is, so I'll obviously put it on a pair of jeans or something, but imagine, just imagine, this is such a cute little outfit, but I think I would probably most likely wear this skirt with a jumper, and this top I think with jeans or with trousers, because I tend to like the mix of like girly and not androgynous, but you know, like you have like a balance. So, like this is quite girly, so I'd want to wear it with jeans to make it more not girly. Anyway, that was quite a successful little purchase. Very cute. And I'm actually going to get into my pyjamas now, and I'm going to decorate tomorrow. I've got the pumpkins and I need to go up into the attic, but I don't really feel like doing that right now because it's been quite a busy day, but that was a fun day of shopping.